Ever since our Q4 arrived in November 2021, there's been talk of a mysterious software update coming. And this week, I finally got it. So we've covered 23,000 miles in the last kind of year and a half. And every time we started the car up, you've got this message which you cannot get rid of. It comes on every single time you start the car. And if I go in here, I'll show you what our settings are. Our current software version is in general. Got version information. We're on software version 3608 and the MMI is from March 2021. So that's the original version of the software for the car. There have been a lot of press releases and things from Audi about gradually upgrading the cars that don't have the newest software. And finally this week, I got mine into the Audi dealership and got it upgraded. The dealership thought the update would take around about 2 days, so they gave me a little A1 as a courtesy car. And there's a link in the pop-out banner at the top there if you want to watch a video about that car. But I've heard horror stories from people online about it taking significantly longer than 2 days. I dropped the car off first thing Monday morning, and by lunchtime on Tuesday I had a phone call to say it was ready and I could go and pick it up. And I did a health check when it was in, and I'll cover that in a different video. But they also carried out 2 workshop campaigns. One was the software update to improve various things. Another one was to check the high voltage battery and the software for that. The information that Audi themselves put out in March this year is summarised in this graphic. I've also got the PDF at the end of the video if you want to see the full details. For cars like mine, which have the original version of software, 3.2 brings additional Audi Connect stuff like user profiles, the ability to send routes from the app to the car, last mile navigation, and online roadside assistance. It also brings optimized DC charging power, which upgrades it to allow it to charge at 135 kilowatts DC, although mine was doing 130 before that, and it supposedly brings an improved charging curve. It also allows you to set charging timers for departure times, to change the charging window, the ability to set timers remotely, and the integration of Amazon Alexa. And then, in addition to this, the features that are available for cars with newer software, in addition to mine, included stuff like the plug and charge option, where you can just plug your car in and it will automatically sort out the payment details. The addition of themes, so you can change the background image on the MMI screen. And, importantly, over-the-air updates, which is a biggie. So, first impressions. When you get in the car now, I've set up a user, that's me. I don't have the little screen that I couldn't get rid of before. When I put it into drive, and I start to pull away, the message disappears all by itself. Magic. If I don't drive away, I can select a different user, so I can set up multiple users on here, and I can hit continue just to get rid of it if I want to. Looking at the updated version information, just to confirm that we're on 3.2, we're now on software version 3812, and the snapshot for the MMI is from May 2022. When you switch the car off, so I'm going to use the stop button here, there's also a change to the goodbye menu, and if I wasn't plugged in charging at the moment, I'd be able to access the timers and stuff on there. Switching into the app, I've now got a start timer mode button, and I can set various timers, which I can send to the car. And if I hit start timer mode, it'll send those details to the car, and the timers will be set. There's a departure time you're setting here. And I'll optimize the charge to ensure the car's ready at that departure time. If I go down below timer, I can go to settings and I can set specific stuff for different charging locations. I can set up my plug-in charge, which I've not done yet. I can switch on temperature notifications for if it's going to help with the battery situation, and I can enable the battery conservation thing, which limits you to 80% charge. Having set the timer in the app, when I go back into the car again, I've now got the timer option there where I can switch it on to charge at Saturday 12 o'clock. So it's picked up the timer from the app and got it in the car ready to go. And one thing I discovered by accident was the lights now click through the speaker system when you switch them on in the front. And also, it turns out the button that wasn't a button before, here, oh, there we go, that is now a button, which calls breakdown service and sends me your location.
If you have any safety or health concerns that may have...
So this is the online roadside assistance call. Here's the information from the manual about it. It wasn't that press release, but I hadn't put two and two together and didn't realise the thing that wasn't a button before is now a button. So that came as a bit of a surprise. Going back into the users, I've only set up one user at the moment. When you click on a user, you can set a PIN for that user, although that means you're going to have to type lots of buttons in order for that to come on your screen. You can also set up your Alexa connection in there as well. Now, a potentially useful thing here, before, if you want to get range mode, you had to go in through settings and car and efficiency and click range mode to get to that, which was a bit of a pain. But now, on the drive select screen, in addition to the previous drive select modes, there's a range mode button, which is a shortcut to that efficiency screen, and you can get range mode in 2 presses. Range mode being the one that limits you to 56 miles per hour. Looking in the charge menu in the car, you can still set your target and things on here. Now, I hadn't set a timer at this point, so I can't do anything with that. Plus, I'm charging when I was filming this part. But I can go to settings, you can see battery protections in there. Plug in charge, I can switch on or off. I can also set up specific stuff for different charging locations. And there's now the option to release the cable after the car's finished charging. Another useful feature that's been added to the app, which has been on my BMW i3 app for years, is status messages. I can go and check what's happening with my car. So just now I'm parked with the window open. So the vehicle's not parked safely and one of the windows is open, and it tells me that. I don't have any warnings on there. That's useful kind of stuff. Also useful is the addition in the owner's manual of a supplement specifically for this new software version. So if I click on supplement, you get something like a 48-page PDF with all the new details in it for 3812. Another useful addition to the app, before you could use the app to search for chargers and search for destinations and things, there was no way to send it to the car. But now you can search for a destination and you can set your route on the app and you can send those details to the car instead of having to repeat the whole process once you got into the car. So I've just searched randomly Tower Bridge here. Scroll it up from the bottom there, I can click on send and it'll send that to the car. Once you've sent your destination to the car, you click on the little exclamation mark at the top and it tells you it's received the destination, and you can then click on that. You can set it as a destination or a stopover, and then it just goes through the normal route planning. Now clearly I'm not going to have enough charge to get there in one go, So I can just go into the route planner again. And there. And I'll suggest some charging stops. In the E-Tron route planner. There we go, and I can accept from there. Or I could set that in the app first. And last but not least, in the features added to the app, and possibly not the most useful, I can search for content for my vehicle. Now, the only thing that's available for this Q4 is themes. If I click on themes, I can choose a wallpaper background image for the MMI screen. And if you've got the expensive ambient light option, it'll also change the colours of the ambient lights to match your colour scheme on your wallpaper. So there's various options. They appear to be somewhere between 10 and 14 euros roughly. And there's lots of exciting things. Mandalorian stuff, for example. A little bit of Disney, some Pixar, and soccer flags randomly. Does it have Scotland? Maybe. Oh, yep, there we go. Not sure I'm going to take them up on this, but it's there as an option. Unfortunately, I've only had the app for a few days, so I've not been able to test the over-the-air updates yet, but hopefully there will be some. And I've not had a chance to check out the changes to the DC charging. However, I don't DC charge very often, so I'm unlikely to notice huge differences. As I said, it's meant to get up to 135 kilowatts now, but I have had 130 before, so I don't anticipate huge differences there. Right, that's all I've got for you in this update on the update. Remember to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'll leave you with the press release from March if you want to read through that and see what the full details that Audi put out were for 3.2. Right, catch you next time.